Now, building the bank of tomorrow starts with reimagining the role of Treasury and Finance departments and how they are supported. As the pace of change accelerates, these teams are becoming critical drivers of agility, efficiency, and insight within their companies.
To prepare for their future, they need to embrace digital tools, intelligent automation, and real-time decision-making. Across the industry, Treasury teams are re-evaluating how they manage data, connectivity, and workflows to meet rising expectations.
And we're joined now by Chad Wallace, Executive Vice President, Global Transaction Banking over at Scotiabank, to look at these issues in more detail. Hello, Chad, and welcome to the Sibos studio.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now, to kick things off, how can Treasury and Finance teams prepare for the future in an increasingly digital environment?
Well, I love the way that you guys started this off, which was building the bank of the future. That's exactly what we're doing at Scotiabank. We've been investing over the last 3 years in tools that are necessary for the next generation of treasurers, the next generation of CFOs to be able to take over and be able to manage their business effectively. And so when we go out and talk to clients, it's all about how can we create efficiencies? People are looking for being able to generate revenue. They're looking for being able to reduce cost. And how do they create those efficiencies overall? And by focusing on that integration between software, the tools that they use today and their finance teams, and embedding bank capabilities in there, there's a real great integration story to be said there.
Let's talk about integration for a second. I want to talk about automation and agentic AI, if I may. What role do they play in the transformation of Treasury operations?
You know, there could be no interview without agentic AI in it. So the aspect of agentic AI and automation are really critical. So we've been looking at tools even internally that we can deploy to our clients that are very focused on being able to think through how automation can help them. We have tools today that look at how payments go through our platforms, be able to automate the way that they get out the door. And then we also have tools that are available for our customers to use to be able to manage the way that they process information, process data from us, and then also the payments themselves.
That's going to be a big topic this week, but I'd love to touch on it now. How is the adoption of ISO 20022 impacting data quality and payment processing?
It's a great thing. So I think the banks need to invest here heavily. Our platform at Scotiabank is ISO 20022 compatible. That's the base foundation of the platform. And so as we've been able to build capabilities on top of that, that's given us rich abilities to be able to make sure that we can transfer data back and forth. So no longer do you have to worry about truncated data. You're really focused on the fact that you can see all of the transactional information from the point A to point B and down the chain.
What opportunities do APIs and real-time payments do for unlocking for businesses?
Yeah, so we've been in the process of building this in Canada. So we do plan to launch the RTR platform in the Canadian market, I think in 2026. That's been a long time coming. And so as we think about the opportunity there are tons of use cases out there. So think of the small business that's running their shop and they need to be able to get settlement every single day in a real-time manner. Today, that process takes anywhere from 3 to 5 days to get their money, and they can only get that Monday through Friday. Now, even if you think about the use of real-time payments in the context of stablecoin or in the context of digital tokenized assets, the tokenized assets can even create a better use case even overall for that. So you can think that could be settlement 7 days a week in that scenario.
And how exactly is embedded finance reshaping the ways companies manage financial services?
So embedded finance is one that lives near and dear to my heart. I've been a long proponent of the embedded finance use cases. So the more that banks can embed their capabilities into the software that a CFO uses, the better off they will be. And I think that having that integrated workflow will be able to create a lot of efficiencies for clients.
Can you share some examples, perhaps, about how Scotiabank are helping clients streamline operations at Global Transaction Banking?
We have tons of examples. So I think the best use case that we've heard lately has been the fact that we had a great company who's based out of Canada that we met with recently. And with them, we were able to come in, be able to help them drive the changes necessary within their ERP platform, and then be able to automate a number of their payment capabilities. So that went from having like a 3-day process down to minutes.
And just looking ahead, what trends do you think Treasury teams should be watching out for in the next, say, 12 to 18 months?
I think you should be watching for Scotiabank. It's one where we are going to make a comeback, and we're very excited to be in front center.
Well, Chad, thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be a big week ahead, and good luck with all the sessions. Thank you so much.